don't understand. I do not understand. So, which is more important? With all the insecurity in Nigeria today, in the north and in the south, with the poor economy, the weak naira, with the high cost of petrol that we are suffering as Nigerians today, with the poor road infrastructure, look at the road network, even the ones they say they are constructing, maybe some part, but the bulk of the part of that road is still not done. Traveling from Abuja now to Warri, big headache. To the east, big headache. Even to Kaduna, that used to be very good, big headache. With all of these problems, high cost of electricity, band A wahala, despite not getting 20 hours of electricity, with all of this problem, insecurity, kidnapping, terrorism, banditry that we are suffering in Nigeria today, we want to leave them and start discussing why Peter Obi left Labour Party to ADC to NDC. Seriously? How is, if Peter Obi had remained in Labour Party and Tinubu is president of Nigeria today, will that stop the insecurity? We need to understand something. When these people push this propaganda, we need to push back at such propaganda and tell them they are liars. If Peter Obi still remained in Labour Party today, this is May 2026, and Tinubu is still president of Nigeria, will Peter Obi's remaining in Labour Party solve the insecurity that is caused by the corruption and the bad policies of Tinubu and the APC? Will it? Should we not be focused on how do we stop insecurity? Should we not be concerned, why is it that insecurity has become worse under Tinubu and the APC? How does Peter Obi's decamping from Labour Party to ADC and now to NDC, his jumping party, yes, you call him political prostitute, how does that make the insecurity in Nigeria to be worse or better? We are suffering band A, band B wahala. They say band A, 20 hours minimum of electricity. 20 hours. How many of you in band A areas get steady 20 hours minimum? I am in band A. Most of the times, particularly in the last 1 month, steadily, the whole night, no light. That's at least a minimum of 6 hours. And yet I am being billed 211 naira per kilowatt hour. That translates to over 250,000 naira if I were to live my life comfortably on band A. How does Peter Obi remaining or solving the issues in Labour Party, how does it change how much I will pay for band A electricity? So you want to tell me now that if Peter Obi were to still be in Labour Party or even ADC, that the price of petrol that is now 1,400, 1,500 naira per litre, as a result of the corruption in this Tinubu and APC administration, that price would have come down because Peter Obi is a member of Labour Party? Oh, Peter Obi is weak. He doesn't want to do primaries. He doesn't want to do primaries. Okay. So if Peter Obi had remained in ADC and decided that, okay, he's going to do primaries, with Atiku and Rotimi Amechi, by now they will be planning to do the primaries in about maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. So you mean that Peter Obi deciding to do primaries in ADC or Labour Party would have cost the price of petrol to be 300 naira per litre under a Tinubu and an APC administration? Why do we leave substance and begin to chase shadows? Of what importance is the political party that Peter Obi belongs to? Of what importance is it to Nigerians? What is important is solving the insecurity. And for Peter Obi to do that, Peter Obi needs to get tickets. And if Peter Obi sees that the people that are running the Labour Party or the people that are running the ADC are people who are potentially being paid to block the road for him to get ticket, what should he do? Say he's a loyal person and remain and then stay and be off the ballot so that those who are pushing the propaganda now that Peter Obi is a political prostitute will be happy, and so that Nigerians will be disgruntled and discouraged so that they will not come out and dash Tinubu and APC voter apathy? Is that what you guys want? Your propaganda is very, very easy to dispel. Whether Peter Obi is a member of Labour Party, of NDC, or ADC, doesn't matter. What matters is that he gets ticket. And like it or not, he's getting the ticket on the ADC platform. All the last-ditch attempt of Tinubu and the APC to stop Peter Obi and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso from being on the ballot, all those attempts, they have failed from the get-go. Because now we hear that Seriake Dixon has been invited to the villa. We hear that EFCC has shown him some records. That is the way of the Tinubu and the APC. Threaten people to decamp. But this one has failed. Because you see, even if Seriake Dixon get corruption case, he will not bow. And he cannot even bow. Because the matter is now even beyond him. And if you, EFCC, come out now to say, oh, we found something against Seriake Dixon, we will not believe you. You can't corruption shame Seriake Dixon now into taking Obi Kwankwaso OK ticket off the ballot. You cannot. It's already too late. So call Seriake Dixon to whatever meeting you want to call him. Call, get EFCC to show him whatever records they want to show him. Peter Obi, Rabiu Kwankwaso, OK ticket for 2027. Guaranteed is in the bag already. And rather than discourage us and distract us with all of this propaganda, we will choose to focus on the issues. Like I said before, we don't need lies to defeat Tinubu and the APC. Truth is enough. I have mentioned it. Do you destroy darkness with darkness? Darkness cannot fight darkness. Only light. And it doesn't matter how small that light is. When it shines, darkness disappears. It is truth that we will use as the light to dismantle the propaganda and the structure of criminality of the APC. So somebody came out and said, oh, Peter Obi does not like trouble. Peter Obi does not like trouble. He is always running away from trouble. Who likes trouble? Is it Tinubu that likes trouble? He likes trouble and then he's forcing all the governors to decamp to his party. It's because he doesn't want trouble now. Why is it that he's trying so much to make sure that Peter Obi is not on the ballot? It's because he doesn't want trouble. He has been shown the true results of the 2023 election. And he knows that the way Peter Obi defeated him then, Peter Obi will defeat him again. He doesn't want that wahala. The wahala that he was shown in Lagos, where he had the whole state by the jugular, he was shown trouble there. The trouble he was shown in Osun and in everywhere. He doesn't want that trouble. And so to avoid it, he's trying to make sure Peter Obi is not on the ballot. To avoid it, he's trying to make sure that he gets every governor to decamp to join his APC party. If there is anybody who doesn't want trouble, it is Tinubu. It is the APC. That is why they are doing all of these things that they are doing. But then you now come and say, oh, Peter Obi doesn't like trouble. Peter Obi doesn't like trouble. Who told you? Go and check. When he was governor of Anambra, how did he perform? Did he run away from trouble? He was governor at a time when the opposition was dominant in the State House of Assembly. And he stood against them to say no more corruption. No more corruption. No more corruption. Even when the State House of Assembly was saying, pad the budget now, pad the budget now. This one is too small. This is not how we do it here. Peter Obi stood his ground and said, no. Is that somebody who runs away from trouble? Look, it is only a fool who will see somebody pointing a gun at him and be arguing. It is not cowardice when somebody points a gun at you or people point guns at you and then you leave or run to fight another day. It is not cowardice. It is being smart. That is what Peter Obi is. When the need arises for him to face trouble, una go run. Many of you are arguing today now that, oh, Peter Obi, if only Peter Obi is president and the members of the National Assembly are in the APC or PDP, they will impeach him. I'm gonna lie, you. Na lie. Because you see, the way the Nigerian system works, particularly the checks and balances of the three arms of government. The National Assembly is just one arm. For you to impeach a president successfully, you need the judiciary. And as the president and commander-in-chief, you determine who is in charge of the judiciary. And when you are a president who is not corrupt, and the judiciary watches your body language, they will behave accordingly. So a National Assembly that deliberately decides to impeach Peter Obi because Peter Obi is refusing to pad their budget, they will have themselves to blame. The way Peter Obi fought the State House of Assembly in Anambra, that's how you will fight them. That's the kind of fight you call Peter Obi for. Not the kind of fight that very dark man is looking for. Not the kind of fight that Sowore is looking for. Not the kind of fight that some of you are looking for. The fight that involves Peter Obi leading Nigerian youth to needless death and destruction. That's not fight. That's stupidity. The way you deceived Ojukwu, the way you deceived MK Abiola, that's how you want to deceive Peter Obi. And the man said, no, the pepper on for body. To the extent you are turning to propaganda. You know, sometimes I respect Sowore. Not sometimes, all the times. I respect very dark man. I respect what they have done. But when they come out to begin to criticize Peter Obi for not destroying the lives of Nigerians, I have an issue with that. Today, they are praising Goodluck Jonathan. They are giving him awards, right, left and center, internationally, locally. Why? Today, they are saying Goodluck Jonathan should come back. Why? Because Goodluck Jonathan said, my ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. He chose the path of peace. Why are we not saying, no, Jonathan should have cancelled the election. He should have rigged it. He should have killed. Come on. If we are praising Jonathan, why are we criticizing Peter Obi? Why? Peter Obi does not engage in needless fight. When the fight comes, he stays. I've observed him. I don't love Peter Obi. I love his track records. And I don't hate Tinubu. I hate his failures and his bad policies. People call him the master strategist. And I say master strategist in what? Tinubu is master strategist and we are buying fuel 1,500 naira in Nigeria today. A price that is more expensive than petrol in 10 states in the United States of America. Many of you don't know. Reno Omokri went to California and went to a pump and showed us the price. Oh, it's $5.20 per gallon. California, the state with the highest price of petrol. He went there and he put it on social media. And gullible Tinubu and APC supporters ran with it and say, oh, you see, fuel is even more expensive in America, where they have more fuel than us. Oh, they extract 16 million, they consume 21 million, blah, 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 blah. In that same America, where Reno Omokri tried to fool Nigerians, 10 states in that same America sell fuel cheaper than in Nigeria here. 10 states. 10 states. America has 50 states. 10 of those 50 states sell petrol. I'm not talking about yesterday, today, with the Iran war, with the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Those 10 states in the United States of America today, those of you living in US, you can fact check me. They sell petrol cheaper than in Nigeria. In another 40 states, price of petrol is similar to the price in Nigeria. It is only in about 10 out of 50 states that prices of petrol, not even up to 10, 8, that prices of petrol are higher than the prices in Nigeria. If Tinubu were really a master strategist, why didn't he use his genius to reduce the price of petrol in Nigeria? They will quickly come and argue and say, oh, no, it's because the US and Israel, they attacked Iran. And then Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz. And because of that, the international price per barrel of crude oil, it went up. And so therefore, even though we now have Dangote refinery, it does not get crude oil from NNPC, because NNPC has used over almost 100% as collateral for forward sales agreement. So you see, Dangote still needs to import crude oil from America, and he buys at international price, he pays international insurance, he pays international transportation, and because of that, price of petrol in Nigeria should be 1,500. How unpatriotic some people can be. And they run with this propaganda, this narrative, and unfortunately many Nigerians believe them. The reason why petrol is 1,500, 1,400 naira per liter today in Nigeria has nothing to do with Strait of Hormuz. It has nothing to do with US or Israel bombing Iran. It has nothing to do with the international price per barrel of crude oil. Nothing. Only one thing is responsible for it: corruption. And you know what? Tinubu is actively covering that corruption by making himself the Minister of Petroleum. The Minister of Petroleum. So if Tinubu were such a master strategist, why didn't he use that master strategy, that genius? Why didn't he use it to reduce the price of petrol by removing corruption in that subsidy regime? We'll continue this video. Let me take this call.